In this next section, we will be working with data event macros. These data macros were introduced in Microsoft Office Access 2010, and they can run before or after an event occurs on a table, like adding a record, modifying a record, or deleting a record. Data macros are both created and managed while viewing a table in Datasheet view or from the table's design view. When a table is open in Datasheet view, the Table Tools contextual tab appears on the ribbon. The Table Tools tab has two tabs of its own, Fields and Table. The Table tab is where you will be creating your event-driven and named macros. So let's talk about event macros and what they might be used for. Notice on the ribbon we have a group for before events and after events. Let's start with before change. Before change can be used to trigger an error message and block a change, or compare values. You might use before delete to trigger an error message and stop the deletion of a record. After insert, after update, and after delete can be used to generate an email or loop through records and even update their status. To create a macro for any of these events, you would click on the Event button in the ribbon, and that's going to open your Macro Builder window. Since these macros are not created with the Macro button in the Create tab of the ribbon, they do not appear under Macros in the navigation pane. If an event macro had been created for a table, the button for it on the ribbon would be highlighted. For instance, in the current inventory table, if I go to the Table tab, you'll notice that Before Change is highlighted. That means that this table has a Before Change event macro attached to it. Okay, in the next video, we will create our first data event macro.